Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have this fall makeup look. It's going to be a very chill, get ready with me style video. So if you're interested, let's jump in. First, to prime up my skin, I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Luminous Matte Primer. And I'm going to take this all over the face to get a pretty even base. To lock in those pores, I'm going in with the Catrice Prime and Fine Poreless Blur Primer. I'm just taking a small amount into the T-zone to mattify and blur those pores. And of course, I just love the way that it makes my skin look and feel. These two primers though, it feels so moisturizing and so silky. I love it. Next, I decided to mix two of my absolute favorite foundations, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation and the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. I'll have all the shades listed down below for you guys as well. Taking a makeup sponge, I'm going to start distributing and blending this all over the face and down the neck. I know the shade looks a little off. I am kind of in between shades because my self-tan's starting to wear off, so, you know, just bear with me. It evens up in the end, I promise. Just trust the process. I have to say that both of these foundations are absolutely stunning on their own, but I really like mixing foundations to make an even better base and coverage. So, you know, this is kind of an optional thing. You don't have to mix your foundations. I really love doing that. Alright, I had to pop on some lip balm. I usually go in with the Laneige lip mask, but I, of course, forgot to do that before I started, so had to pop on some lip balm. Jumping into the eyes, I'm going in with Elizabeth Mott's Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer. And I'm taking that on the Morphe Line Definer brush. I'm going to start creating an even base for the eye look today. This brush is actually from the Morphe All I Want brush set. It's a really great eyeshadow brush set to have in your collection. It came with 6 eye brushes and this cute, small, sleek black bag. Guys, if you see this, pick it up. You won't regret it. I love these brushes. After I have my base, I'm just going to use my fingers to tap it in just to make sure, you know, that everything's set and even. So for eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking this palette from LA Colors. This is their Color Block Nude palette. And I'm going to start off by going in with this Muddy Bone shade. I'm just tapping it on the lid to set the primer and ensure there's no creasing. Then I will start blending up into my crease. This will basically act as the transition shade for the eye look. I really wanted to do a grungy fall look, and the shades from this palette just looked perfect for that. Tapping into the Rustic Burnt Orange color and placing that right in my crease. I'm running this from the outer corner to the inner corner, and this will really start to give the eye some dimension, which I absolutely love. To deepen up this look, I'm going into this beautiful burgundy shade. I'm taking that on the Morphe M507 Pointed Mini Blender brush. And I'm just focusing the shadow right in the inner corner while starting to bring it onto the lid slightly. Now taking a clean blending brush and rocking this along the crease just to blend out any harsh lines. Going in with this cool tone brownish gray shade, I'm tapping that onto the lid and blending it up into the crease. Guys, is this eyeshadow look giving you like fall leaf vibes? Because it definitely is doing that for me. So beautiful. Now to smoke this look out with the darkest shade in the palette. This is a super dark brown. It's almost black. I'm keeping this mostly in the outer corner, but bringing it softly to the inner part of the eye and just, again, really smoking it out. You could really just leave the eye look like this, but I wanted to go back in with both the burgundy and that rustic orange just to bring it back to life a little, you know. There ended up being quite a bit of fallout, but it all brushed off super easy, so I didn't really mind that too much. For a little bit of concealing, I'm going to be mixing the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer and the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I absolutely love this combination. First, I'm running the Photo Focus Concealer under the eye, and I'm keeping this one more towards the inner part to really cover up any dark circles. And then to brighten up the rest of the under eye, I'm going in with the NARS Radiant Concealer, as well as the chin, forehead, nose, you know, all those areas. And I'm going to be evenly blending that out with my sponge. One of my favorite cream contour products is the Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer. A little bit of this does go a long way. I'm just applying a couple dots and then I'm going to blend that out in the contour areas of my cheek and forehead with stamping motions. To keep everything locked in place, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana. Now, I know that this is technically labeled as one of their Color Icon bronzers, but in my opinion, it's more of a pressed powder. Using a brush and lightly tapping that on the areas where I placed down that concealer under the eyes, chin, nose, forehead, you know, all those places. To set the rest of the face, I'm going in with the AOA Studio Perfect Finishing Pressed Powder. This is from Shop Miss A, and if you've never heard of Shop Miss A, definitely check out their website. Everything is $1. I went ahead and popped on some lashes before the glue dried down too much. Now to set down the cream contour, I'm gonna use this highlight and contour palette from Profusion, and I'm gonna be mixing both of these contour shades. Using this fluffy angled brush, I'm running it over the same areas I placed the cream contour just to amplify it a little. Of course, an oldie, but a goodie. I'll also go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and just tap this on to add some more warmth to the skin. I absolutely love this bronzer and it smells so good. By the way, I've gotten so many questions about this brush, so in case you're wondering, this is the e.l.f. Precision Powder Brush. It's so soft and fluffy. I just think it's super cute and chic. I love this brush. Now to structure up the cheeks and give them more of a snatched look, I'm running some more of that Reserve Your Cabana down my cheek/jaw area with the sponge. And after I finish contouring my nose, I'll do the same down the sides of my nose. Going in with the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, I'm just going to keep this mostly at the roots of my lashes to kind of blend my natural lashes to those falsies, and it really fills them in and makes them look luscious and volumized, and it just looks really good all together. To finish smoking out the eyes, I'm taking some more of that cranberry shadow and running it just on the lower lash line. After dusting off that powder, I'm going in with the Profusion Blush Palette number 1. And it's such a good palette. I'm using the 2 in shades with the flakes of gold in them. These are seriously dupes for the NARS Orgasm Blush. I almost forgot I wanted to brighten up my eyes a little, so I'm taking the Essence Soft Contouring Lip Liner in the shade Peachy Keen and running it in my waterline. This will help to brighten your eyes, bring it back to life, make them look wide-eyed and awake. I'm just gonna spritz my face with the Believe Beauty setting spray real quick. For highlight, this is the e.l.f. Metallic Flare Highlight, and it's super intense. Adding this to all the high points, my cheekbones, above the brow, Cupid's bow, nose, basically everywhere. You know how it goes. I will say that this ended up being much brighter and intense than I intended, so I did try to soften it with a fan brush, but it's okay. I still love a super glowy highlight regardless. Finally, to finish off the look with the Wet n Wild Mega Lash Liquid Catsuit Lipstick. I typically go in with a nude lip, but I absolutely love this deep burgundy lip. It's literally the perfect shade for fall, and it ties this all together to give it an even more grungy, dark, glam look. It's such a good, affordable liquid lipstick. So once I've done that, this completes the look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little get ready with me for fall. I really like keeping it chill and just sitting down, hanging out, playing with makeup. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.